Ryan Spak with the Spak Group.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming out to Berwyn. I know you were preferring to go to Hershey,
it's all good.
PA, but we reeled it back in a little closer to Philadelphia for you.
Little closer to West Philly for me.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you've never been here, but you've got a friend with the establishment close by.
Yeah, there's an amazing restaurant, 30 Main,
All right.
out in Berwyn.
Well, we're not here to promote them.
Highly recommend.
Oh, all right. You just did promote them,
did.
but so La Cabra, I got to promote this. So
No, please
Philly
do.
Beer Week. You're a Philly guy.
I am.
Are you familiar with Philly
I am.
Beer Week?
Yeah.
So the suburbs don't get a ton of love when it comes to Philly Beer Week.
No.
Well, it's called Philly Beer Week, not Suburban Beer Week. But June the 9th, they're going to have a great event. I'm going to be here. You know, if you want to meet me, I'm fabulous. But Suburban Love Beer Garden is coming to La Cabra Brewing, and it's going to be out back.
That's great.
So they're looking at about 9 breweries and one cidery. And they're asking them to bring 1 to 2 beers. And it's going to be rain or shine out back, 1 to 5 on June the 9th. So be here. Local breweries, 1 cidery, like I said, but I have 2 kids, 9 and 7, soon to be 10 and 8. This is about the beer, not the kids, all right? So know that if you have little kids, there's not going to be the bounce house, there won't be sidewalk chalk.
Well, I recommend
It'll be
the
about
beer
the beer, all right?
I recommend
so,
the beer.
So that'll be cool. All right, so reeling it back into why we're here.
Yeah, sure.
One, I should say the first thing that attracted me to your business, your logo. Dude, you're like very crisp, clean, the color, the art. What's the story behind that?
The story behind that is actually...
And Leo will put that at the end of the video,
Yeah,
so everyone will
that's
see
great.
what I'm talking about.
That's great.
Or go to his website.
Or go to the website. The logo actually comes from my janitorial company, of all things.
Praz Facilities.
Praz Facilities.
Look at me.
Back in the day.
I did some homework.
Well
on you.
done, my
Look at that.
friend. Well
Found it
done.
out.
Well done.
All right.
Yeah, no, the logo was from the janitorial company, and I loved it. I loved the buildings.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was generic enough that you could tell that it was supposed to be an urban space.
Yep.
And that our focus was in an urban environment, but you couldn't really tell what city we were from. And I love the space. And so when the opportunity came to transfer from the janitorial world to the real estate development world, stick with my world.
So I was going to talk about this later, but since we are now, that was a family affair.
That was. Yeah.
Okay.
Janitorial company was a family affair.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are there any relationships or partners in that world that you can utilize in your current world in Sphere?
It's actually kind of amazing. We have a project that's forthcoming, and one of the folks that's coming in as an investor was the guy who gave my janitorial company the first line of credit we ever had so we could buy janitorial equipment. He had a janitorial supply company, and here it is 15 years later, and circle all the way back around.
Wow.
And got reintroduced to him from a friend, and didn't realize who it was until we were face to face.
No way, really?
I was like, hey, I was like, we had just started, we had just opened shop, we didn't have a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
And he gave us a line of credit to buy a scrubber, I think it was. It was like $5,000.
Nice.
Made my company happen. And now here you are going to invest in Philly's first inclusionary housing project. So it's pretty awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, so to your answer is, your world might take twists and turns, but, be kind throughout it, because you never know when you meet somebody who was in your life before.
So another thing I see, vertical integration, or you vertically integrate the development, ownership, construction. You talk about that.
Yeah.
What does that mean, vertical integration?
So I actually, there's a couple of companies in Philadelphia that already do this and have been doing it for 20, 30 years, right? Orange Brothers is a West Philly company that does it, for example. And I highly respected the fact that they controlled their product. And so it became very apparent to me that one of the ways that they did that was to integrate all of the development aspects into one shop. And so a couple of years into us trying to be developers, we got burned by a contractor, and that forced us to make that decision. Are we going to continue to rely on subs to do the permitting and the overall construction, or are we going to go bring that in-house? We brought it in-house to finish that project and realized we can probably handle this. And as each piece has kind of taken on a life of its own, each project has gotten larger, we've brought in other pieces to it, which has been great and a huge learning curve for us as we've grown. So,
Cool.
yeah.
So you use the 3 R's on your site to revitalize, which I get, rehabilitate, sure, but reposition.
Yeah.
At risk of looking ignorant, I will. Reposition. What does that mean in your world?
Yeah, so we have bought some really, really distressed properties. And so for us, it has been find the highest, best use, which is, every real estate developer is going to tell you that. Mm-hmm. But position those properties to then maximize not only their value, but also their impact on the community. And so for us, the reposition was about, and especially on 52nd Street for us, it was about what could go here that's going to improve the walkability of the neighborhood, what's going to improve the value of the neighborhood, what's going to improve our value as the owner.
You talk about that a lot, community anchors.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. It is more of my focus than it probably should be, because sometimes
they're anchoring you down.
It ends up costing us more money to build in this way than it would otherwise.
But that can stimulate the local economy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It has a ripple effect across the board, not only in terms of the local economy and local value, but also in terms of how the community interacts with the development. So 52nd in Baltimore is 51st in Baltimore is a good example. That corner has been vacant since the 80s. What's going to go there is not only 2 retail locations, 2 retail clients that at the end of the day aren't on the avenue right now, so we're not duplicating anything that's there. We're driving more users, more traffic, but at the same time, those 2 commercial spaces and the price points their rents are at are helping to subsidize some affordable housing in that building with no public money. So could we build the highest and best use? Yeah, we could put 10 apartments there, do it by right, and be done with it.
Right.
Or we could go to the community and work with them to obtain variances to then do some good at the same time that we're doing financially well. And so for me, that is repositioning that corner in a way that is a little bit more creative, more beneficial for not only us, but the community as a whole.